Couples who cannot have children of their own often turn to fertility treatments and, in many cases, egg donors. But it turns out Asian couples in particular are shelling out big bucks to find what they think is the perfect egg. Linda Yee shows us why this is so hard to find.
It is indeed, Dana. Couples have been spending tens of thousands of dollars just for the perfect Asian egg. Well, tonight we meet one young woman who many couples believe is pretty close to perfect. She's barely 21, and Lynn Hong is in demand.
They said they thought that I was pretty, and I was tall, and I was a Berkeley graduate.
She's got a 3.6 grade point average, she's young, and she's Asian, the ethnicity in demand. Huang is an egg donor. 2 couples are expecting babies right now, partly because of her. Her parents don't know she does this. It's somewhat of a cultural taboo.
You're giving up a part of yourself to another person that you pretty much don't know to create a child. I think the biological parental aspect of it would be very upsetting to most Asian parents.
Which makes Asian egg donors rare. But having that perfect baby is every infertile parent's dream. A dream that spawned an expensive industry. Hundreds of egg donor databases are offered on the internet. The demand for certain ethnicities widely advertised. So you're sort of a commodity.
Yeah, commodity, in demand. Designer jeans, I call it.
Designer jeans that can command unbelievable fees in the egg donation market, especially when the fertile hunting grounds include elite schools like here at Stanford University. This ad is currently running in the Stanford Daily, a couple looking for just the right Asian eggs.
They're willing to pay $20,000 for a donor with characteristics that they're looking for.
Any takers?
No.
Attorney and nurse Jackie Gordon bought that ad for her clients.
Have you posted the ad?
She has a reputation for getting hard-to-find egg donors. Gordon says she discourages premium fees because no one could ever meet the criteria to be perfect. But sometimes desperation has a price. So the price range could go from what to what?
I had one intended parent who was asking me to place an ad and offer $40,000, which we did. And again, we got no takers.
And yet, some services have offered as much as $100,000 for the perfect egg.
So what we have is the beginnings of the specter of eugenics.
The makings of a super race, says Stanford University biomedical ethics professor David Magnus.
That's the concern that they got.
And, he says, a slippery slope.
What we have is an actual egg market, an egg selling, not egg donation.
Magnus says there should be strict laws.
There's actually more regulation for the training of circus animals than there is for reproductive technology in the United States.
There are standards that are set by the American Society of Reproductive Medicine.
Fertility doctors say voluntary guidelines are enough. The standard fee for donor service ranges from $7,500 to $10,000 a cycle.
This is really not to pay someone for their eggs or to pay someone for a special attribute. This is really to compensate them for their time and effort.
Which includes a grueling series of shots, doctor's visits, and egg extraction surgery. But that standard has resulted in a price-fixing lawsuit in California. Jackie Gordon isn't part of that suit, but she believes there shouldn't be limits to how much donors be compensated, just like doctors.
There's no restrictions on how much they can bring in. But then there's this, emphasis on the donor. Well, she should only be making this much.
We try to do it to protect women from being induced to do something that they might not otherwise do, and this is what happens, is that we're being accused of price fixing.
Lynn Hong is satisfied with the $15,000 she made for 2 donations. They help pay for her college expenses, and another cycle will fund postgraduate art courses. Besides, she did this to help 2 couples who couldn't have children on their own.
I don't really plan on having children of my own, but hey, I just passed on my genes. I have fulfilled my evolutionary quota.
Well, other countries like Britain, Canada, and Australia do not allow payment for donor eggs, so many couples come to the United States to find them. The eggs in demand also include ones from blonde, blue-eyed, athletic, and smart women.